virtuosity of percussive permutations. El Senor Nick
Now, important. Sexy.
Once again, for your rapturous approbation, the one and only Mr. Bernard Cribbins!
When I got home last Wednesday, I was feeling rather queer, a little out of sorts, you'll understand. I found a little drinking house conveniently near, and I went in with my friends in me hand. The barmaid, she was 6'2" and every inch a gent, with a figure like a well-made double bed. What can I do for you, she says, and on the counter leant, and I gazed into her feather boa and said, they tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up any old where. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. looking round my property, imagine my dismay to find the fence all broken by the door. So I popped round to the carpenter and told him right away my perimeters had fallen to the floor. He brought some wood all full of holes. They're not holes, he explained. If they're not holes, what are they then, I cried. Of course they're holes, they're not holes, he replied in accent strange. The hole's there, but the knot is not inside. Well, they tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anywhere. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. It's true, Mr. Sachs, isn't it? A lot of it about these
All right,
days.
sure.
Have you... No, well, I won't ask that question. No. Never mind. Yes. Oh, my God. See that? That's that Mr. Pertwee's dog's been up there again. Dreadful.
There's a lot of it about.
There's a lot of it about, you're right. I went to a wedding the other day. Oh, there's a lot of it there was. Oh, my God, the place was overflowing with it. Yes. Can I tell them about it?
Yes, please.
They are safe, aren't they?
Oh,
Yes. Don't want to get too close, you see.
not too close.
The clock in the steeple had struck 13 the day that this wedding was fixed. The couple had gone on their honeymoon first, so things had got a bit mixed. The bridesmaids' dresses had gone astray, and they only had half their clothes on. And the cabbie who dared to ask for his fare had only got half his nose on. Hello, are you starting that again? All right, just be careful, keep it in check. Where was that? Oh, yes. In the crowd was the bride's dear mother, and when asked would we have long to wait, she said she didn't know because the dirty dog was already 6 months late. But hark, there's a police whistle blowing, and up goes a rousing cheer as a barrow rolls up with the bridegroom and a lorry rolls up with the beer. That's a nice one, that. I like that. Very good. Yes. Do you have to stand up and sit down every time you do it? Oh, I see. I tell you what, you won't half be fit by the end of this number, I tell you. Yes. Where was he? Oh, it's the bridegroom, isn't it? The beer, and it's the other like you think. You got it? Remembered it, have you? Yes. And he should have been tall and handsome, but he suffers from duck's disease. The seat of his pants is too near the ground and his dicky hangs down to his knees. That's the one! That's the one. Please, it gets worse. But there wasn't a stain on his character, except where he sat in the mud. He had 2 gold teeth and a wart on his neck he could use for a back collar stud. I wasn't going to have one there, since you've done it. No, it's all right, never mind. But all eyes are turned to the beautiful bride, her golden hair simply adorning. It's her own, you can tell. She had whiskers as well, but she shaved them all off this morning. She'd a wedding cake, too, that comes to but few. 'Twas a bread pudding shot with sultanas. And the wedding bouquet had been pawned for the day, so she carried a bunch of bananas. Do you want to go out before I continue? The theatre's been reupholstered lately, you know. We don't want any of that. Right. Where was I? I've forgotten. The bunch of bananas. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know what I would have done without you tonight. I really know. There's a lot of it about. I'll never forget that. Very nice. Well, as they walked down the aisle with a fly on his dial by the side of the girl he is cherishing, the choir sang What Will the Harvest Be, and the organ played Rescue the Perishing. Then a woman with twins in her apron. I knew that would confuse all of you. Then a woman with twins in her apron and a breath like a fog, only stronger, rushed up to the bride and bitterly cried, I can't keep it in any longer. The wedding bell shall not ring out, she cried, all agitated. For she is not Dick Whittington and she hasn't been vaccinated. Well, imagine the poor lonely bride that night as she toys with her beautiful trousseau and the bridegroom sitting alone on the floor pretending he's Robinson Crusoe. Well, the tears rolled down her pullover and she turned to her darling Jack and shoving her hand in her vanity bag, she gave him his fourpence back. And then, like a woman, she left him. Him, what at stake his life. Left him, went back to her husband. And him, he went back to his wife. But you see, it doesn't always end like that. Sometimes they do get on the honeymoon, don't they? Thank you, sir. Two honeymooners, rather tired, preparing to retire, began to kiss and cuddle on the bed. His love, it was so ardent that the bedclothes caught on fire. "Quick, dearest, through the window jump," he said. Her nightdress caught upon a nail. She nearly fell right through it. She hung there with her arms flung open wide. The lady in the flat below said, "Kindly pass the cruet." And the fireman down below, as one man cried, "They tell me there's a lot of it about." Come on then, tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anyhow where it's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not the thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anyhow where it's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on.